following program is part of the Evolution Podcast Network. That's not very exciting.
No. Who said it was exciting? I never said it was exciting.
You live a fucking boring life.
Oh, really? In comparison to your hectic run of the mountains life, I suppose.
I have a very...
You go out in your car and you go to Walmart, and that's fantastic. Well done.
I didn't go to Walmart today.
I don't even know. Does Will, you have any hobbies in there or no?
Me, photography. I love photography.
Oh, yeah, right. Photography, yeah.
Photography. That's one thing that I would hope to die doing.
Die doing?
Yeah.
Like in the middle of a picture, as soon as you hit the snap, you die?
That'd work. That'd work, but also, like, for the end-of-life job, that's what I like to do. Take pictures.
Like...
And be paid for it.
Quit our job and then...
Of course.
Yeah, like dream job.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I love to write. I've written like 3 novels.
Oh yeah, you mentioned.
I haven't been published yet, but I'd love to be published.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we still got to work on my autobiography. There might be a new chapter though. Now that we're on the air.
Okay.
Sons of bitches. Cal's not here.
Yeah, we know.
Well, as you can tell, me and Scotty's here.
I'm
Do we
here.
say you're from the Ultimate Gravity Show or?
I don't know.
Is that laid to rest now?
Who knows? I don't know. It's not official yet, but I don't know. No, I'm working on a couple other things, so.
Oh, I know.
I won't be off the air too long.
No, I know. We're upgrading our Podbean thing, so we can add his show to ours and have different links.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's an old blog that I used to write. And it's just all men's stuff, like anything men would be interested in, or anything that would, like self-improvement and all that stuff. I wrote, I don't know how many articles I wrote for it, maybe like 50 articles. And it just got really tiring after a while. There's a lot of writing, but
Now he's going to transfer them to
I
audio.
kind of stopped doing it when I was doing the Ultimate Gravity show, and now I'm going to go back to it and then add a podcast version of it. So
Sounds good to me.
right now I'm writing episodes for it right now. So
Yeah, and then we'll record them in here, I guess.
Yeah.
Or wherever. Speaking of my new chapter, I told
chapter 16, broads and whores.
yes, yeah.
One chapter.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Can we when we write the autobiography of Dominic, can we have that chapter called that?
I don't give a shit. You
Broads and whores.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chapter 17, baseball hats.
Oh, yeah, I do wear a lot of baseball hats.
It's going to be like...
Again, we'll come back to exactly the same thing as we talked about before. He pays $40 fucking dollars for a haircut, puts a fucking hat on it.
$40. Try almost like 60, 70.
Fucking
Fucking
stupid.
stupid.
Huh?
It's going to be the most boring autobiography ever.
No. It'll have everything. No, it would have everything. But my old boss contacted me today.
Okay.
His
Company boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
His wife, who recently became
Pregnant.
No. Chief.
Homeless?
No. Chief operating officer. Is that what it is? Chief. Yeah. COO. Yeah. Chief operating officer of the Fight Network and all their channels.
No shit, eh?
Yeah, which Will probably gonna gasp at this, but also owns Impact Wrestling.
Really?
Yes. And he contacted me and gave me like four VIP seats to the next pay-per-view.
That's awesome.
And she asked me, because she has no idea about wrestling, is that she wants to have a sit-down with me and pick my brain and maybe somehow put me on like a retainer for Impact Wrestling. Now, if that's not a fucking dream job...
Wow, that's amazing.
I don't know.
Do I go back to looking at Facebook now, or are you going to carry on talking about wrestling for a while?
No. See, look at this fucking guy. He'll talk about photography,
All right.
and I said, that's a good job.
You know what? All right. That's some decent wrestling news. I'll let you get away with that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into like fucking...
That's okay. I mean, that's pretty decent news.
That's huge news.
But
That's
don't
like
start talking about storylines.
No.
John Cena did this and that.
no, God, no. I don't give a fuck about John Cena.
Okay, Facebook it is then.
Fuck off. Get off your phone.
No, Facebook. You talk about your fucking whatever, and then I'll come back to you.
I'm done. We're done. That was the
I think my
news.
headphones are low here. Hang on.
That was the news.
Low?
Yeah.
As in low in...
Yeah, I can't
No.
hear anything. I
That-
can't even hear myself.
Are you
better.
We're better? Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
We're back. You don't worry. We're not going to talk about wrestling.
You just did for the last 5 minutes.
I just told you my bit of news.
Oh.
So
wonderful.
she owns the Fight Network and Impact Wrestling.
She's chief operating.
Chief Operating Officer.
Yeah, I think she's like the assistant to the guy.
Yeah, Chief Operating Officer. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, I was excited when she told me.
Wow.
So, okay, Will, get off your fucking phone. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm looking at goth girls.
Nice.
This fucking guy, I don't understand.
What? You don't understand what? What's not to understand?
Jeez,
I like goth girls.
I can see that.
I do.
What's
I
wrong
think-
with the goth girl?
The fucking guy was drooling at the gym with this fucking thing with all this metal in her face. I don't know how she gets through metal detectors.
She was very nice.
For a pincushion, maybe.
No, she was a very nice person.
Oh, did you talk to her?
No,
Did you?
not yet.
No, but you could tell across the fucking gym she was a nice person.
Yes.
But that fun cool.
And I can't say anything bad about that. I like goth girls too.
I don't understand.
Like I'm dating one, so
I get it. And like to each their own, but I just don't see. I don't like. It must be like to even get through customs. Like if you gotta go flights, like you guys go get away to like Jamaica or Cuba for a week. Like it must be fucking hell to get through the fucking metal detectors.
They walk straight through. It's surgical steel. It's not for... The metal detector isn't for surgical steel.
So it won't go off.
No.
maybe I don't know.
No, it doesn't. When I used to be pierced in several areas of my body, it never went off. Ever.
You used to be pierced.
Yeah. I had my dick pierced. I had my nipples pierced. My ears pierced.
Okay, whatever.
Well, didn't we have this conversation before? You didn't understand the whole goth fetish, and then I asked what your fetish was.
I don't have a fucking fetish.
No, he's
you
Mr.
do.
Basic. He really is Mr. Basic. Mr. Basic prude.
No, you do. You said something before. You're like, oh, I like women like this or something.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like a huge
Yeah,
ass.
yeah,
that
big
sticks
ass.
out.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
to stick out.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, like a certain somebody's, but I won't mention her on the air.
Why not?
See, you're like,
She doesn't like it. You told me this, so I won't mention her.
Okay.
everybody's got a fetish, man.
There was a couple last night with some huge asses last time. I don't know me.
Last night?
Yeah.
At the
General.
At General?
Yeah. I'm getting used to not being a bouncer anymore. I was kind of easing off last night. It was pretty good. Felt kind of good.
It was rather busy. It was rather busy.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about like, for me, I'm starting to like relax where I'm not looking around like as I'm the bouncer no matter anymore. I was kind of like, I don't know, easing off, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term.
Don't know.
But you seem in a bad mood today.
Me? I'm not in a bad mood. I'm in a fine mood. I'm going to the gym after this.
You're going to the gym?
Yep.
God damn it.
Yes, I'm going to the gym after this.
I would join you, but my gym clothes are at the little Chinese man getting washed.
Okay.
I can't join you for the gym today.
You've only one pair of shorts?
All my clothes, I just put them in a big pile and send them over to the little Chinese guy. He fucking does a magnificent job with my clothes.
Good.
But yeah, golf girls, I don't understand. And
Why? Why don't you understand? What's hard for you to understand about goth chicks and me having an attraction to them? They're very. Most of them are very good looking. Very good looking. Their hairstyles are very, very different. The makeup that they wear. If you look at some of the makeup that they put on, it's like fucking amazing. Absolutely bastard amazing.
I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying they are. I mean,
I'm not saying that you're not. I asked you a question. What is it what you can't see?
I just don't. I don't know the tattoos. I don't see. I don't know. They look depressed all the fucking time, like they want to kill themselves. I barely see anyone smile. I think I've seen your girlfriend smile maybe twice or 3 times since I've known her.
They've got a very realistic view on life as well.
I guess. I don't know. I've never really...
Well, you see, that's the whole point. You've never really talked to any of them or spoken.
Except for a few of them, and they just...
It's hard to pigeonhole them as being a certain way, because you could say maybe like the majority or something like that, or the stereotype is. Like, see, the stereotype on them would be like they're all atheists, or they don't believe in God, things like that. But, I mean, you can't say that about everyone.
No, I'm not.
A lot do believe. I would suggest really the guys as well as the girls. They're very much, seem to be a lot into paganism, and Mother Earth and things such as that. They do believe in that side of life.
Yeah, no,
I don't, but they tend to.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, listen, to each their own. I don't see it. That's all. I don't know. Maybe I'm more of a traditionalist. Like I don't like girls with more tattoos than me. I don't know.
Yeah, you're very basic. You keep admitting that, so that's fine.
I'm very basic.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
You're a basic bitch, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you two don't even start.
It's true.
No.
I mean, just admit it in your life, and then that's fine. It's cool. You're defending a position that you're not really there, and then you turn around and say when somebody says, right, okay, you're a very basic person. Okay, if you're a very basic person, admit it, and then just move on with it. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you're traditional, right?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
I mean, isn't your dream you have to find like an Italian, like a Catholic Italian or something? Like
no.
That's where you're like, I can't date anybody else.
No.
Not anymore? No, you're over that?
Yeah, I'm kind of over that. I drank the Kool-Aid. I used to be like that.
He's moved to a Protestant as well.
Protestant, yeah.
It can be a Protestant or a Catholic. It doesn't matter.
No, actually, up until...
Would you date a Buddhist?
Listen.
That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
A Buddhist?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. Religion doesn't bother me, man. Like, I'm not a Bible thumper.
Well, nobody said you are.
No, I'm just saying, like, I know people that I will only date Catholics, I will only date Protestants, I will only date Jews or Muslims, or Buddhists for that matter.
So what's your ideal then? What is it, again? Or has that changed from last time?
What?
Your ideal woman.
No.
Certainly not. She can't be adventurous, because then if it's
adventurous? What do you mean adventurous?
Well, she can't be, can she?
As far as what? Sex?
Anything.
She can be as adventurous as she wants.
So she wants a lot of tattoos.
Hmm?
She wants a lot of tattoos. You wouldn't date her?
No.
Because she's got tattoos.
Listen, it's her body. She can do what she wants. But, I mean...
Oh, you're changing your opinion now.
No, but that doesn't mean I have to stick around for it.
Okay, so you'd dump her then if she wanted tattoos.
If
she was the absolute love of your life, you would then say, oh no, you've got like 5 tattoos, which is like one more than me, so fuck off.
Listen,
I'm trying to open your eyes here. I'm trying to help you, but you're backing yourself into a corner that you can't get out of. So
no, I'm not saying that. It's just, if that's the case, then that's not the person I fell in love with. No, at that point, right?
What?
That if I fell in love with someone, and all of a sudden I wake up one day and she's full of fucking tattoos, that isn't really the person I'm with.
Why?
Because that's not what I've signed up for.
Oh,
yeah, but
really?
You're just saying this is all based on appearance, though.
Yes.
For you,
that isn't love.
So if she like changed her hairdo, you'd be like, "Hey, come on! I didn't start dating you with this, short hairdo or something."
Hairdos change, bro. Tattoos don't change. Like they don't disappear like after a couple days. You know what I mean?
It's
like
the same. That's the thing. It's the same person, though. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I don't know, man. First of all, I've never been in that situation, so I can't say.
But you are saying.
Have I dated girls with tattoos? Yes, but like small feminine ones. You know, a gecko or a fucking signature on her foot, something, you know. But nothing like sleeves or fucking, you know, stuff like that. Or
So she's basically coming to you, and you're falling in love with her personality. You're falling in love with her soul. You're falling in love with her eyes. You're falling in love with every single thing about her. Absolutely everything. And then she decides she wants to go on an adventure, and she says, right, okay, I'm going to see you in 6 months' time. And then she fucks off to Thailand for 6 months. And then she comes back. This is exactly the same person that you fell in love with. Exactly the same person that she fell in love with. But she's got a sleeve. And she might have a few tattoos on her leg or whatever. And then you go like, no, fuck off.
as I sit right here, probably.
Well, okay, then you never fell in love with her then.
Yeah, you weren't in love with her.
You weren't in love with her. It's as simple as that.
What are you talking about?
Well, that just because if you were
that changes the equation, though.
No, it
you were
doesn't.
in love with the person
Nope.
and they came back, then you'd still be in love with them.
Yeah, but physical attraction is also part of it. No, I mean,
You're still attracted to the person
I wouldn't be.
at all. Like that's it.
No, I don't.
No,
See, I don't.
Done. That's it. Face not
No.
attractive. Body not
No.
attractive. It's those tattoos ruins everything.
That's it, done.
Yeah, dude. Like if I'm looking at a bunch of girls, I don't even look at the girl with tattoos. It doesn't even.
But you were previously in love with this woman. Now she has tattoos, and you're not in love with this person.
Yeah, 'cause it changes the whole equation of the situation.
No, you don't.
That's coming from
No.
somebody. That's coming from somebody who doesn't never been in love.
No.
I've never been in love
Never
before.
cared.
cared
Can't
for a
be.
person. Come on now.
You can't have been.
can't
Because if
say
you truly was in love with somebody, truly in love with their soul, in love with the person that is, then that wouldn't even enter the equation. At all.
Wait a minute. First of all, I have been in love.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not as much as you guys have. Jesus Christ. But I never changed. What are we laughing at?
Because, never mind. Go on.
Each relationship, I've never changed. Now, would I be in love like a handful of times? I don't know. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've been in love. But I didn't change in the relationship. They changed.
How? Like,
How?
did the person get tattoos or start wearing hats or what?
High heels.
Glasses?
Well, actually, no. There was one I fucked up way back in the day. But that's a different story in itself. One slept with my friend.
So why did she decide to sleep with your friend?
I didn't stick around to ask.
Oh.
What we're saying is, so the person you were in love with, if this person got tattoos, that's it for you.
Probably,
So
man.
it's the same as sleeping
Oh
with
my
your
God.
friend.
All right.
And then the second one,
Wow.
she broke up with me because I worked too much. So if people can break up with me over trivial things, I don't know. Maybe why can't I? I don't understand. Why can't I have my own standard?
You can. Nobody's saying at all that you can't have your own standard. Nobody.
Well, you're saying it with a smirk. I'm not stupid here.
No.
You're like, oh, tattoos.
I'm just trying to figure out why you are saying you are in love with this person, completely and utterly in love with this person, but because they've had some ink, boom, fuck off. How can you call that love? I don't know how you can do that.
Because it changes the whole equation.
No, it doesn't.
Sure, if one plus one equals 2, and then.
Oh, okay. We're going math now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
If 1 plus
I love
one,
the holes that he digs. I really do. I love
if
the
1
holes
plus
that he
1
digs.
equals 2, unless things have changed,
1 plus 1
Equals
equals 2.
2. Okay.
Okay.
and then tomorrow it equals 4, is that the same number? Like, is that the same equation? No.
Well, no, but that's maths, not talking about a person.
Oh, shut up, man.
No.
You're making me feel like I'm fucking stupid right now.
Why?
That's the strangest analogy. I've ever done.
Okay, maybe I picked the wrong analogy. But what I'm saying is, like, listen, there's a certain girl I like.
Well, if you
I like
go
a
math, then there's something wrong with your formula.
Whatever, man.
So
I like
that's
a
you, man.
more feminine girl. I like girly girls, man. I like girls that like
So you're saying that girly girls can't have tattoos?
I didn't say that. A few of them girly tattoos, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Some of the most, as you using your terminology, not mine, certainly not mine, is girly girls that I know have sleeves and tattoos. Some of it even neck tattoos and various different things.
And that's not my thing.
But they're just the people. They're not the tattoos.
I didn't say they're the aliens. They're not for me. I'm not attracted to it.
Okay.
That's all.
But saying that you're not attracted to it is fine. That's you wouldn't make that initial approach based on that, right? But if she was a blank canvas and then she went away and then came back with ink, then you say that you'd change completely towards her.
Yeah.
If that actually happened and you were in love with this woman and she came back with tattoos, like way more tattoos than you in the sleeve, I guarantee you, if you were in love with her, you wouldn't care.
You wouldn't give a shit.
You're saying this now.
Well, okay.
If it actually happened, you'd be like, well, I don't like it, but...
As I speak right now, yes. I've never experienced it yet, but as I sit here right now, yes, that would be my... That's what I would feel my initial response would be, is, sorry, you're not the person that I fell in love with.
Very superficial.
I think you...
It's very superficial, I know that.
I think if it actually happened, you would have a different idea. You'd have a different...
And who knows, maybe that's true. I used to say that I would kick my son out if he came out of the closet one day, too. So, I mean...
You have the ability to change.
Yeah, and I changed about that, right? I look back at now, I'm like, fuck, if I ever have a kid he comes out of the closet, I'd help him out of it. I wouldn't fucking throw him back in there and kill him or kick him out of the house.
Well, it's one of the things, like, if you look at the Juno star, she's just had Helen, shit, what's her name?
Juno star.
Yeah, Juno. She was the star of Juno.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, she's just been on, I think it was on Colbert that she was on, and she was on a serious discussion calling him Pence.
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page, that's the one, yeah. Calling Pence the prick that he is because he's like having a go at the gay community. And his wife is running this school or is involved in a school or something that excludes gay people because they're gay. And they exclude them.
Oh, yeah, it's a Christian school.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So what, if you're gay, you fucking get kicked out?
Yeah, basically.
Fucking idiots.
Well, I think Catholic schools around here have the same rules, don't they?
No.
They don't?
No, I went to school with a lot of gay guys.
Well, maybe it's a private school then.
If it's private school, yeah, they can run what they want.
Yeah.
They can do what they want. Like, you can't go to you can't go to a Muslim school if you're not Muslim. A private Muslim school, you can't. No,
I guess not. Yeah.
No, you can't go if you're not Muslim. Just like I'm pretty sure one of the main for a private Catholic school, you have to be Catholic.
Yeah, which is weird. I met a Muslim guy that sent his kid to a Catholic school because he just said it was the best school in the area.
He wants the education more than the religion indoctrination. Yeah, that's fine.
I had to ask him what his religion was, and he's like, "Well, it's Muslim." He was born a Muslim, and they're like, "Whoa, all right." And he's like, "Come on." But they admitted his son, so I guess it's all right.
Yeah, in my high
I don't know. I guess if it's a private school, I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they have their own rules and stuff like that. But my high school, alma mater, is that the word? Yeah.
Alma mater? Yeah.
Alma mater, that's what it is. Like, they, I went to school with a couple of Sikhs.
Yeah.
Right? My buddy Pac-Man is Muslim.
He's I think Jewish schools, you can only be Jewish, right? Or something like that.
Fucking private, because in Canada there's only 2 schools. Publicly funded schools.
Yeah.
I thought there was like schools in every province.
In Canada, in Canada there's only about Funko, you fucking.
You're the one who said there's only 2 schools.
2 publicly funded school boards in all of Canada.
Okay.
That's what I said. No, is that what I
No,
said?
but it doesn't matter. Go on, carry on.
What do you mean? No, it's not it.
You didn't. You said there's only 2 schools in Canada. Wait till you hear the recording back.
So help me God, if I said that the other way, I'm gonna punch you right in the face.
Okay.
And then I'll apologize if I didn't. But
Yeah, I don't know if there's any. I can't recall any like.
I don't think you're
religious schools around here, Muslim or Jewish schools.
There's one in Oshawa.
What's that?
There's one on Simcoe. They turned an old school into a Muslim school.
Really?
Yeah. There's one on Simcoe by the Italian club.
That's not the one at Simcoe and Olive, right?
No, it's still more downtown than anything else.
So let's indoctrinate our children at home and at school. Well, yeah, that sounds good.
Whatever, man. Listen, it is what it is.
No, it isn't, because I think one of the things that you're looking at it is the way that a lot of North Americans do, is they sit back and it's not going to happen to us, so we're fine. But you saw in the UK, you saw a long time from the 1960s, 1970s, and up to like the 1980s, really, as well, where you had what they called the Troubles in Northern Ireland, where you had the IRA versus the UDLA and all these other various terrorist organisations, if they should be called terrorist organisations. Some of them call themselves freedom fighters, some of them call them terrorists, whichever. But predominantly that was based on religious grounds. That was a dividing line, was Protestant versus Catholic. That's what it was based on. So if you are like, okay, yeah, fuck it, who gives a fuck what kind of school they go to? You get Catholic kids going to Protestant schools in Northern Ireland? No. Did Protestant kids go to Catholic schools in Northern Ireland? No. They went to their own, which were all religious-based schools. And guess what? They fucking hated each other.
I get that.
Enough to kill each other.
I get that. But that's why I think the rules that publicly funded schools aren't supposed to turn anybody away is like that. Now, if you want to pay the fucking boatload of money to go to a private school, that's your prerogative. But they're not going to turn away anybody else from publicly funded schools, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, I just don't think there should be any religion associated with them.
You don't want any fucking religion.
I don't. No, I don't. No.
Like, just
somebody asked me the other night when we were having a conversation. He said, "What's the greatest joke you've ever heard?" And I just said, "Religion."
That's great,
because it's caused so much fucking angst and killing and murder and things such as that. And why should we have something like that on this planet?
Why do we have a religion of the fucking Will Rhodes?
I deny it straight away.
Jesus Christ.
People would say the reason for religion is to teach some kind of baseline of humanity of some sort, like what not to do, how to be a good person. The argument is nobody can learn that on their own without some kind of religion.
I think you're born with it.
Yeah.
I think you're born with it. Truly are born with it. You're born. People are born empathic, definitely.
See,
I think they shun it to a degree as they get older and older and older.
See, I've had this conversation with Emily before because she's an atheist, and she says that people can grow up without having some kind of religious baseline and be good people.
Yeah, they can,
and know what's right or wrong.
I agree.
And which is it's a good argument. And I said, well, the argument, not my argument, but the argument opposed to that is the fact that you're only saying that because in Canada, the laws and everything else are based on, a Christian or Judeo-Christian ethic, right?
Okay.
And so you've grown up obeying these laws, which is a Judeo-Christian ethic. That's the counterpoint to that. But I mean, it's a good conversation to have. Like, are people, if somebody was born and then they grew up without any influence whatsoever, would they be good or bad?
They'd be good. They would be good. It basically, even taking into account religion being there to some degree, if you were to see a stranger, irrespective of that person's religion or ethical sense in their life, you saw them with a broken leg and they couldn't move because of that broken leg, you would automatically help that person. You would do it.
It depends
purely
on the person.
Sorry?
It depends on the person.
No, it doesn't.
If I hate the person, I'll let them suffer.
No, you wouldn't.
What?
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Seriously.
You don't know me very well.
You wouldn't. Because basically inbuilt in you is a sense that you need to help. You have got this inbuilt sense of community. It's the same as most of the other great apes that we see. They've got this sense of community immediately. And you could see somebody you hate, and you want to convince yourself at this moment in time that you would just let them go. You would just let them fuck them, whatever. You wouldn't. You would automatically go to help them. You'd still hate them afterwards, and you'd still hate them in that degree. That's fine, but you would help them. You would automatically help them. That's inbuilt into the human form, into the human psyche. It's there.
I would have to regret.
You would regret helping them afterwards.
Regrettably disagree with you, my friend.
Well, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see when that happens.
Related to that, using great apes as an example, there's a really amazing documentary, but I haven't watched it because I don't want to see it. But it's I can't remember what it's called now. I wish I knew offhand. But it's about a troop of chimpanzees, and it's a large group. It's like 20 or so, and then at some point they split into two groups.
Oh, and they go to war.
They go to
yes,
war with
yes,
each other.
yes. I've seen that one.
And the one group is completely wiped out by the other one.
Yeah.
But, weeks and months before, they're all friends. And then the big group completely slaughtered the other group.
For whatever reason.
They just killed them all because it's a different group. So they had to kill them all.
They went tribal, basically. Yeah.
Tribal. It's pretty interesting because before that, they were two of them were cooperating when they were hunting with each other. Like they would hunt stuff and cooperate with each other. And then they ended up, the big one in the duo, he ended up killing the other one, even though it was his friend for life. So it's a pretty interesting documentary. You can look at it and see maybe that's what humans would do if they were in that situation.
Well, we did. You look at if you look at the sense and the way of evolution, the way that we came out of that pocket in Homo sapiens, we came out of that pocket in Africa, and then obviously began to migrate around the world, and we changed skin colour. Yeah. As we went north, the lighter the tone of the skin became, and things such as that. So then you do become tribal, because it's proven that throughout human history that you do become tribal. And you do sit in those little areas around there. But within that area, within that block that you have, you would help anyone in that block, even if you fucking dislike them completely, which is the personality trait of things. You dislike them in such a way. If they were truly injured, you will help them. You automatically would help them. It doesn't enter your head. You don't physically and mentally think to yourself, fuck, no. You don't do it. You don't. You go and you help. Automatically. If they're outside, then it's a different story. Especially if you look at it in some of the war stories out there, and I mean, war, as we know, is completely and utterly horrific and horrible in whichever way you wish to think. But yet, you've still got British, Canadian, American soldiers helping Germans that were injured. They were shooting bullets at them fucking seconds before, and then they see the guy with his leg half blown off, and then they try and fucking help him. You're putting yourself in a big category there, dude. Real big category. Where you're saying I'm exclusive in the sense that I'll watch him fucking bleed out.
Yeah, but
maybe.
Are they still the same tribe in a way? They're both soldiers,
Well, that could be the case. That could be the camaraderie that they have, is the fact that they're soldiers, they're fighting each other, they're going to kill each other or do whatever, but then they see the human form, which is then, okay, that person is injured and in need of help. Yeah. Could be, yes. I mean, I'd love to do the psychological study behind
wasn't there a story that,
By the way, it's the Gombe chimpanzee war. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Gombe.
On Netflix?
Gombe. It's a book and a documentary.
Or is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
It's like it'll be online somewhere
Why is everything got to be on Netflix?
because that's all he's got. He hasn't
No,
got,
I don't. I
he
have
hasn't
other.
got Crave or anything.
No, I have Showbox. I have Netflix.
I think it's on YouTube. The whole thing's on YouTube, I think.
Oh.
Probably.
I don't want to watch it because I read the description of what happens, and it's not for me. I read the description. I'm good. 'Cause
Yeah.
Some of the chimps that get killed, they get killed pretty viciously.
I don't know. I had a tough time watching that fucking. There's a video on YouTube where like the gorilla's dying of cancer, and his first human teacher. He was like.
Oh, that was a chimp. That was it. That was a chimp.
Was it a chimp?
Yeah.
And the first teacher that he had for like the first 3 years comes back to say goodbye to him, and right away
The
recognizes
chimp
him
smiles and everything else.
and tells him that he's dying. Like he knows how to sign language,
Right.
and I fucking just start bawling.
But you see, there it shows. You see, this is why I think you paint yourself into such a corner because of the things that you say. Because now you're saying completely something different. You're saying that you've got empathy with this animal that you don't fucking know and you've never known. You've never been anywhere near that fucking animal. And you're now saying that you have so much empathy for this dying animal that you cried, but yet you wouldn't help somebody on the street. You're not
Animals,
equating things totally. You're just not.
because animals. Okay, there's certain things that I have an infinite love for, no matter what. Animals, children, and I don't mean like that in the perverted way, just to make that clear. And older people, seniors. Listen, in my days when I used to do my fucking illegal activities or whatever that I used to do.
Allegedly.
No, I did them. I'm not.
Okay, right.
I've already paid my dues. I already paid my time. Right. The three things I would never hurt were children, seniors, and animals.
Okay.
I have infinite love for those things, for those three categories. I can sit with a senior and hear old stories all day, every day, because the stories are fucking amazing to me. Children are just innocent, and there's something about them that I wish children would just stay children. And their innocence, the fact, like, okay, I went to my Scotty's daughter's birthday one year, right? So I come in, and one of the girls takes me by my hand, Alexis, and goes to introduce me to her friend, right? And she goes, "Hi." She went to the girl. She's like, "Hey, this is my Uncle Dominic." And her friend turned around and goes, "Wow, he's fat." Wow. Right? But it was so innocent, like because they don't have that filter. I love that. You know what I mean? And animals, no matter what you do to them, they love you. Their love is infinite for you. That's why I fucking cry about it. That's why I was crying. Because he still remembered
Because
it.
you've got empathy.
I've got empathy for a lot of things, yeah.
Oh, okay, then.
But people that have crossed me, I have no empathy for.
No, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not saying that you would do that. You wouldn't automatically go boom there, but you would help that person because they are another human being.
Yeah. So what scientists now are doing is they're trying to analyze the behavior of like modern humans that cavemen, right? Cavemen in quotes. But like modern humans like thousands of years ago, they're trying to figure out what their behavior was. And if they can figure out what their behavior, which is they're the basic humans, right? They don't have any kind of like
Or a Dominic
very,
as well.
very little learned things from culture, and so they're trying to figure out what their behavior was, so that they can figure out that humans today have that base behavior as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if it was like modern humans back then communally took care of kids. Like
As a community, yeah.
Does that mean
yeah.
like modern humans today would still have that, where they have a ingrained behavior that they would take care of kids?
I think they
If it
would.
wasn't theirs.
I think they would. But one of the platforms you have is today where it's the construct is that the basis of everything is around the nuclear family.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what's got to be kept together more than
Right.
anything else. But if you had a community where all those children felt safe within that community, they could then be protected by that community.
Yeah, because
after
isn't the
those
saying
kids.
is like it takes a tribe to raise a child
A village, yeah.
or a village? Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah. I know.
It's a fascinating thing because we still have some of the same behaviors and everything that modern, like very first basic humans had, right?
Yeah.
Like proto-humans. We still have the same behaviors of some of them, which is really strange.
Well, we're not going to evolve out of that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah.
We still have that primeval thing there. I mean, you've got your basics. You've got sex, obviously, which is down to procreation. Then
That's the best.
Really?
Sex is great.
No, nobody's saying it isn't, but the best.
Yeah, there's nothing better than a good fuck.
Well, there's only a few animals in the world that have sex out of pleasure.
Mm.
Dolphins, they have sex for pleasure.
Yeah.
Chimps.
And us?
Yep.
We do, because we're an animal.
I really?
Well, you seem to be putting us apart from everything else in the animal kingdom, so...
We're the highest in the food chain, yeah?
No, not in the food chain, we're not.
What?
Not in the food chain, we're not.
What's higher than us?
I would say that probably a great white would be better than us in the food chain.
We can fuck a great white up.
What?
We can fuck one of those up. There's no big deal.
Well,
Yeah, all right, you go one-on-one. You go naked against a great white. Let's see who comes out
One
on top.
punch in the fucking nose and...
Yeah, sure,
One
sure.
punch in the
Yeah.
nose, it's nothing.
No.
No. Okay, obviously...
Big teeth.
See, that was the other, like, there's, I mean, I could talk about this for days, but, like, the other one was, how do we know what's dangerous? Like, what's a dangerous animal? Just by looking at it.
Well, no, you can't really tell.
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out is humans somehow know this. That animal looks dangerous. And how do we know that, though?
I don't know.
Without even seeing the animal, they have to go back to cavemen. Somehow they learned what
It's
was
through
a
that
dangerous
evolution
animal.
process,
It's all evolution.
Yeah.
Well, how do we know that for some reason?
I don't know.
Weird, eh?
I've never had that out. Like,
You've never been to a zoo?
Because scientists believe
What?
that.
Never been to a zoo?
once.
You go to a zoo and you go near a fucking lion, you know that they're dangerous straight away.
But they tell you. I was a kid. They were like, oh, you know.
Because scientists believe that experiences and like anything learned psychologically doesn't get passed on, but somehow it did get passed on
Yeah.
with humans.
I don't know.
So who knows?
Well, it's I think it was David Attenborough that did a series on the BBC, and he was talking about the evolution of human beings from Homo erectus onto
Homo
onto-
erectus.
Yeah.
Yes. Standing up.
What?
First ones that stood upright.
Oh,
Erect.
sure, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a
Where-
child. I just heard erectus. That's all.
Oh, right. Yeah, so there's Homo
Oh,
erectus,
jeez.
and then like in this documentary, they went on. He was telling about how basically they learned to stay away from hyenas and things such as that, and as soon as anything else, they went up into the trees because obviously hyenas can't climb.
Yeah.
But then it also went on to things such as the leopard and how they instantly knew. So is that a matter of the first teaching? You know, teaching the children there, look, that's got spots, that's going to fucking eat you.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Knows.
that nasty dog, so that's going to eat you as well, so stay away. Is it a matter that knowledge has been passed down through teaching rather than being inherent within us as humans? But yeah, you've also got to look at certain aspects of the other parts of the animal kingdom, because you never get a situation or a sense of a lion against a tiger. Which one would win? I mean, naturally they don't come against each other because they're in totally different continents. But where would you see that these two animals would come face to face, and which would win? Because certainly a tiger would not be scared of a lion, and a lion would not be scared of a tiger. They just want to fucking go for each other.
Yeah. It exists.
It does.
Ultimate fighting for animals? Well, there's cockfighting and stuff.
Well, there's probably rich people in the Middle East doing it. I'm pretty sure there is.
No, sure.
Oh, I meant it as a joke, but...
No. Things like that for human entertainment is, especially rich human entertainment.
Yeah,
rich people love to be entertained in such a way as we saw with gladiators.
Last thing about cavemen, you want to know something really neat about them? Humans? We are the fastest... We can outrun any animal on Earth.
We can?
Yep.
Oh.
Humans can outrun anything. You know why? Distance. No animal can cover the amount of distance a human can running.
What about cheetah?
Nope. Cheetahs can only
They can only run for a short period of time.
They run for like 10 seconds.
And that's it. They're finished.
Oh,
they don't catch the meal within that time. They're done.
Humans can literally run for hours if a human's in good enough shape, and if they're pacing themselves, you can run for a long time.
Well, what about bison and things such as that? They roamed for thousands and thousands of miles. Is that down to the fact that they were just
migrating?
Yeah.
Well, they might walk, but
yeah.
As far as a run goes, humans can literally jog or run, not sprint, but they can run for the longest distance out of any animal. That's how they hunted animals. Plus, we were able to sweat, so that helps too.
Yeah, we can get rid of the heat, internal heat, and things like. We are a fascinating species when you think about it. We truly are fascinating, but unfortunately, it's been fucked up by the situation and the society that we've built up. That's what's fucking us up. It isn't us as human beings in that sense. I mean, for the vast majority of us, especially in the Western world, we know that climate change is real. We actually do know that. But then you've got fucking idiots like Ford and idiots like Trump who are turning around and saying, well, what we'll do is we'll reopen the mines again. We'll do this and we'll start polluting
I was going to say something like about sex, just to get Dom back in this.
Yeah, because he's...
Yeah, can we talk about vaginas? God damn it.
Sure, if you wish.
I was killing Dom, and I'm like, he's had enough.
I'm ready to tap out.
Okay. Interesting conversation over.
Vaginas.
Let's talk about vagina.
Yeah, when are you going to fuck the gusher? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Wait a minute, is this the same one that you were having sex with?
Yeah, he thinks that he wants to try her out. See what she's like. We're gonna compare notes, see which one showed up.
I wouldn't compare notes at all. I will never do that.
Oh, this is a waste of time.
Why would I do that?
I thought you were doing it for the show.
No.
Oh.
For the show, you gotta have this. You have to have sex with the same woman.
No, this
particular part of the show.
Oh my god, no.
This particular one, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Fuck no.
All right, maybe I'll see if Emily will let me do it. Maybe I'll do it for you.
Oh,
I'll be like, but Emily, it's for the show. That's
perfect
it's
excuse.
The show.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta come up with material here.
Yeah, well.
Like, we're going hard these days, and we gotta come up with stuff.
So I'm gonna have a threesome with one girl.
What? Threesome with me and you?
No. You haven't heard this show lately, have you?
Oh, okay. Because she got multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
According to him, not diagnosed.
Right.
According to him,
right.
That's the only person that knows this in a definitive sense. Yeah. Is him, and he's saying it, and he's saying
she's
all
nuts.
these things.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. If you're
anything.
coming up with that, I mean, it could be anything.
No, well, Will has been so intrigued by this that now he wants to fuck her.
All right,
just to see what shows up.
Okay, if that's the way you're determining it, then fine. That's no problem. That's okay.
No, how do you determine it then? Why would?
I don't know. I don't know what you wanted me to say. I'm not going to turn around to you and say, okay, she's nuts, because I don't know that. I don't know her that well. You've come to this particular the conclusion about her because you've obviously been with her, and then she's said something or done something, and you've now profoundly put her on this immense pedestal of nutcasery. And it's like, okay. Yep. I didn't know that you were a psychological doctor. I didn't know that, a psychiatrist.
In Dom's professional opinion,
yes,
she has multiple personalities.
Yes.
Which I don't have a professional opinion. It's just an opinion.
Okay.
I'm not professionally a nut doctor.
But you're saying that about a person, but you don't know for definite.
Listen, with my knowledge on a non-professional level here.
You're a professional podcaster. You can say that. In my professional podcasting opinion.
Yes, okay.
He is suffering from multiple personality disorder.
Yes.
From what you know of this
of what I've seen and read about the situation.
You've read something?
I've read a lot. I don't read just porn and fucking wrestling magazines.
That's what you said you do.
What?
That's what you said you do.
I thought you said that as well.
And when I said that the Huawei phones won't spy on you because you wanted one, you're like, well, what are they going to do? Well, they can watch me play Toon Blast and porno?
On my phone, yeah.
That's all I do.
On my phone, yeah.
I didn't know you're sitting down and you're like, oh, that's enough of porn. Let's look up some psychological papers.
Yeah, like that's going to happen.
You have never, you know what? Anything psychological or anything like that, your eyes glaze over.
Yeah, they do.
If it's anything, it's got to be sports or porn, women, wrestling. If it's anything other than that, you're just like, what?
No, this is boring.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. What is this?
No, I understand.
What does this have to do with John Cena?
No, it's fucking.
But it's not only that. It's literally he will believe anything that he fucking been told.
Yeah.
Anything.
Is this going back to that fucking stupid tweet again?
Yes, because you believed it.
What tweet?
The one about Trump being a woman.
What?
Okay, so
what?
Last week at some point, was it last week or the week before?
Week before.
Right? I get this tweet or a message from one of our buddies, John. You know John the cook?
Yeah.
So he messaged me and goes, you don't believe what Donald Trump did? And he sends me a screen cap of this tweet from his account that says, according to my right-wing friends or whatever they said, right? That, I can.
Why don't you just show him?
Let's see if I. No, I don't have it on me.
Oh, fuck me. Really?
Yeah, I don't have my phone on me.
Oh, wow. That's why it's clouding over.
Shut up. So according to my right-winged friends or whatever, I can associate myself with anything. So today I'm going to be a woman. That makes me the first lady of the White House. Sorry, Hillary. Right?
Okay.
So, listen, out of the realm of possibilities, I thought, okay, maybe this is something Donald Trump would tweet.
No, because he's not intelligent enough to do that.
Okay, even by fluke.
No.
Yeah, no, he only rips on other politicians. He doesn't rip on like people. And if it's a potential voter, he won't rip on them. Okay,
fair enough. So I text back. I text back. I'm like, please tell me this is real, right? And he went off. Yeah, it's real. It's on the news right now. We're looking at it. Then you got the other John to fucking text me about him saying that he was a Z and a Zer and.
Yeah.
So I'm like, holy fuck, this is real. So I go tell him, I'm like, did you see Donald Trump's tweet? Yeah. There it is.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they sent me, and I believed it.
Mm-hmm. And he believed it. He did believe it.
You totally believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't think
it's on Twitter, so it's got to be true.
Look, it looks like it's from his official account. I didn't fucking know.
You never heard of photoshopping before.
No, Jesus Christ, man. Listen, I didn't.
What?
They sent it to me. I said, "Is this true?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said okay. So I'm like, okay, why would they fuck around with me about this?
Because it's
Fuck around with it, man. You're a guy. You know this. Guys fuck around with each other, man.
I know.
so that's why they do it.
Yeah.
Just to fuck around with you. And you took it to heart.
I screw around with my friends all the time, man.
So anyways,
You haven't talked to Steve. Steve, man. Oh my God. You know what shit I pulled on him?
I get it.
Insane. I don't. That guy probably. I can't believe that guy still likes me, man. He must hate my guts. Like I'd hate my guts if I did that. Crazy. I pull shit on him all the time, man. You can believe it.
You gotta stop grabbing the wire.
What?
I can hear the fucking. It makes it sound like you're moving the mic. And I just figured out what it is. 'Cause you haven't moved the mic, but I keep hearing it. It's you touching the mic or the wire.
This?
Yeah. Yeah, see, that sounds like you're moving.
And that's
Here too,
recording.
yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
recording.
Yeah. Anyways, but yes, that's what it is. I thought that was a real tweet because I asked, "Is this a real tweet?" I was like, "For the love of God, tell me this is real." And they told me it was real, so I was like, "Fuck."
And then he came and told me.
Yeah.
And I just shook my head and walked away. Like, fuck me.
Nowadays-
And you believed it. I mean,
See,
that's it.
nowadays I screw with people on Facebook now. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Like, I'll put out a post that like John Goodman just died. See how many people believe it.
Dom would.
There was like a 2-week period where like 3 celebrities died. I
Yeah.
was like, man, fuck, there were celebrities dying, right? And so I just changed my status to like rest in peace, John Goodman, because I wanted to see how many people would just pick it up without
Yeah.
you know, like pull a Dom and just be like, holy fuck.
That's a new saying. Pull a Dom.
Pull a Dom. Yeah.
That's a new phrase.
Okay, let's get back to the fucking.
Hey, did you hear Lady Gaga got run over by a train? Holy shit! Really? That's crazy. I gotta go on Facebook and repost.
Okay, let's go back to talking
anyway,
about
I
fucking
put
cavemen and shit like that.
Rip John Goodman just to see how many people would pick it up. 3 people. 3 people changed their statuses to rest in peace, John Goodman,
Oh, wow.
without looking it up. And then Emily was pissed off because one of the people was her mother. And she's like, "You idiot! My mother believes you." And I was like, "Wow, so what, man?" I'm like, "What do you want me to do?"
I just changed my
she's-
status right now to a famous person.
So she had to call her mother and be like, "Fuck, don't change your status back. Scott's just fucking with people. John Goodman's not dead. He's still alive." And then somebody looked it up and like posted like an IMDb of John Goodman where he's still alive and he's like just was in a movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This guy's still alive. What's your problem?" I'm like, "No, totally dead." He's like, "What?" And they got in an argument where I just wouldn't like give. I'd be like, "No, he's dead, man. What are you talking about? This guy's dead."
Should I change my status right now to having someone dead?
It's entirely up to you what you want to do.
But it's funny. It's a funny experiment to see how many people will just change their status right away.
Yeah.
Just not even look it up, right? They got to be in there with a status.
Who are we gonna pick? Famous.
You gotta
Fuck, I don't know.
You gotta,
Rest in peace, Betty White. 'Cause she's about to.
no.
No, don't do that.
Because somebody just put up a status that she's still alive, that everything's good in the world.
Oh,
Nah, Betty White's too famous.
when she fucking dies, so help me God.
You gotta put somebody that like wouldn't make a huge amount of headlines.
I don't know. Singer. I don't know. A famous singer.
Rest in peace, Eminem. They'll believe that
No.
for me.
Celine Dion.
I wouldn't put Celine Dion.
No.
Listen, think about it. If I had rest in peace Celine Dion, wouldn't you question it?
Okay. Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato? No.
She's kind of famous.
She's kind of.
Yeah, but it'd have to be someone that I would.
Someone that you would follow.
Yeah. To make it better for me, rest in peace, John Cena.
John Cena. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Who is John Cena?
He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, that would make sense, right?
I have no idea.
And if somebody asked, you say, "Yeah, the car accident." Nobody would believe he'd like have a heart attack or something.
No.
Rest in peace, John Cena. Sure. Let's see how many people.
Let's see. Who knows that my joke may not work for you.
Who knows? Holy tits.
There it is. Rip John Cena, yeah.
Holy shit.
Now, you've said holy shit twice without following it through
Have
with
you seen
what
that-
you've read. But that just leaves dead
Have you
air and nobody knows what the fuck you're
You said
talking
holy
about.
tits and then holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
Did he? Is it? Oh, okay then.
But still, that leaves... I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know if I can say her name on the air.
I can't see her. Oh, I know, yes. I was dancing with her last night.
I know, so
She
was
looked
I.
really, really good. Really,
know.
really good.
I'm going to put down nice tits on her fucking comment.
Perfect. I'm sure she'll like that.
Nice tits. I mean, smile.
So is that where you are now on the weekends? You're general, hanging out there?
Yeah. I just, I don't know, man. I just trying to enjoy myself. Get back to, like, not bouncing.
Yeah, I'm not questioning it. I'm just wondering if that's where you're going.
Yeah. I'm watching hockey games or something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, after I'm done here, I'm going to go watch the hockey game.
Right on.
Why, would you like to join me?
Maybe.
I think, I'm going to probably go watch the game and just chill.
I've been avoiding the bar because I don't want to spend money.
Obviously.
I'm trying to save as much money as possible.
Who's Matthew Petrick?
Matthew Patrick?
Yeah.
He's a friend of mine.
He's posted on that fucking thing. Like, what? Just don't fucking reply, you silly fucker.
I was going, he's dead.
Don't reply.
Okay.
Just don't do anything.
Not even 1 minute. I had someone believing it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just Dominic DeGiorgio 1 minute ago post rest in peace John Cena, and he's like, what? I'm surprised I don't start getting phone calls.
Where's your phone?
Downstairs.
Oh.
Yeah, I got my old phone on me.
Oh, so you fucked it up.
No, I did it because you weren't here yet. My new phone's charging, but I can still get Messenger on my old phone. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take my old phone around with me until you showed up.
So why do you believe anything that somebody tells you then? Why do you just automatically believe it? Without doing any research yourself?
First of all, I fucking I trust the person. I was at work, bro. It's not like we have, like, I went on break between the, like, through 2 or 3 hours that we worked. It's not like I have access to news between breaks.
But you have access to your messenger, and you believe what they say to you on messenger.
Feel the putana. I just got off break. On break, I look. I'm like, tell me this is real. It was more like I was hoping that it was real because it was so ridiculous. That's what it was. It wasn't.
But what victory would you achieve by him saying that? I mean, what is it that? What's positivity about that?
There's nothing positive about it. It's just his ridiculous tweets. They're just. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I wonder what the fuck he's going to say while he's sitting on the toilet.
Well, I think most people do that.
Because I'm pretty sure that's where he tweets. Sitting on the toilet.
Well, I think he tweets anywhere.
No, I'm pretty sure 90% of his tweets are while he's sitting on
Well,
the
he must be on the shit a lot of the
Yeah.
time then.
Well,
He
I mean.
must be.
Yeah, dude, unfortunately these days you have to question everything you read. I question every single thing I read, man. I can't, believe anybody anymore.
No, exactly. I mean, I just prove positive what, but.
Crazy. Even the news comes out with something and I go, oh yeah, I'm going to have to read more about this and make sure that's all right.
Well, yeah, I mean, that poor kid in the Aboriginal, sorry. See, I caught myself on that one.
Good, that's fine. That's fine.
Right? Where they made it look like those kids were in the wrong, and then when you watch the 2-hour video, I think that they were both not.
I mean, the kid.
I think that both of them were used as fucking pawns in this bullshit.
I would have to agree with that. That's a
What are we talking about?
There was a group of kids from Alabama or something, some school in Alabama.
Yeah.
They're wearing the Make America Great Again hats, and
They're in Washington. They bought them.
The native came in with his drum and was drumming in front of right in the kid's face, and he was just smiling back at him.
Oh, that piece of prick, yeah.
Yeah, see? And what happened was, when you watched the full 2-hour video, that the kids weren't being aggressive at all.
He wasn't being aggressive?
No, when you watched...
was it? It was just being a smirking
Apparently they're
piece
waiting
of
for a
fucking
bus.
shit.
No,
And then
they were waiting for a bus, and I don't. Do you know who the Black Israels are? The Israelites? Have you ever heard of them? So when you watch the full video, these people called the Black Israelites come and start being aggressive with the kids. These are adults calling them homos and fags and whatever other fucking horrible thing they could be called. Right?
Where's this video?
It's online. You just put the true video. It's right on YouTube.
True video. So we're using that terminology.
The true video. I can't.
The whole video. What they did was they cut out that portion where
The whole.
the native was already face to face with the kid.
Yeah, everything
They just
before.
started using that.
Yeah, and like, so what happened was that you only see the 30 or 40 seconds of the kids smirking, right? But they cut out the whole hour and
I'll watch the video.
Led up to it.
yeah.
I mean, the kid smirking. I mean, it was a shit-eating grin he was using.
Yeah.
Which didn't look very good at all. But I mean, up until then.
But they've been involved in several other.
But up until
things as
then,
well.
like there's so much that happened in that video, and it just it upset me because the news decided to just put that 20 seconds out.
Yeah, and I think they use
based
both.
on that 20 seconds. This is what happened, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, that's why that's one of the reasons why I believe that CNN has fucked up the whole aspect of news, because they went onto this rolling cycle of 24-hour news, and everybody else followed suit. I mean, the BBC, ITV, and CBC, all these various news channels, they changed. They wanted this new cycle. And it's literally old news is 24 hours old. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but they're also like making news out of stuff that really isn't like.
No,
It
because
seems
they've
like
got to
they're trying
fill it.
find, They're trying to find like CNN these days are just trying to find things that are like super like offensive news stories. Like what was I can't remember now. I'm drawing a blank. There was another one they just did, and they had to they retracted their news story about the kid and the native guy.
Yeah.
They had to retract it and say and corrected everything because they decided.
Well, because they had reported that the kids were yelling,
build the wall,
build a wall and stuff like that.
which they didn't.
Yeah, when you watch the whole video, not once you hear it ever said in the video. Like I said, I think they really did take advantage of both those people in the situation.
But they will to sell advertising space. That's
No, exactly.
what they're doing.
And it's wrong. And now this poor kid is like you, who's just like, fuck that kid, with the shit-eating grin. Like,
But you've got to fill the news cycle. They've got to fill it.
so why don't you fill it with the Black Israelites that were saying all these things for the 2 hours before that?
I don't know.
Calling them inbreds and, white people are dirty and we should all die. They should all be dead. They should all be crucified and whatever.
I'll watch the video. You're
Yeah.
now making substantive claims,
Well,
so I'll watch the video.
Yeah, no.
CNN posted that because they don't like Donald Trump. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then, but see, that's the thing, though. And then everybody just jumped on it without even actually doing the homework. And it's sad. The poor kid's getting fucking, what's the thing, swatted?
Swatted. What do they call the SWAT team?
Yeah, the hackers are calling the SWAT teams, and like they're,
Well, I know he's been getting death threats.
yeah, he's been swatted a couple because he was on Good Morning America too.
Yeah.
And he wants to have a sit down with the guy, with the Aboriginal, because what happened was when you watch the full video, the kids are on one side, the Black Israelites are on the other side, and the Aboriginal guys somehow show up in the middle of it, and they
walked in the middle. Yeah.
yeah, and the kid's explaining himself when you watch the interview with him. He's like, "Listen, I got those guys yelling shit at us. This guy's coming in the group of us. I don't know if he's, here to hurt us, nothing. So I just I just stood there like."
Which PR company put this video together?
What do you mean what PR video?
Which PR company did they choose? Their parents choose to put it together?
I don't know.
It's an uncut video. Like
It's an uncut video from someone else's cell phone.
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
And it's over an hour long.
It's 2 hours long. I think maybe someone's pieced together like the 2 hours from different like angles, I guess maybe, but like it's
But yeah, the raw video is that the portion where they show on the news is like a really small portion of the.
yeah, it's like
the
30
full
seconds.
video.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's sad all the way around. I think both of them could have acted better, and I think the news really
Used them both as
they
pawns.
ran with it. I think they really ran with it and used both of them.
Yeah, I think they're both used in this situation.
As I say, I'll watch it. I'll watch this.
Yeah.
Or you send me a link or something, and I'll watch it, and then I'll give you my personal opinion, because I know straight after this happened that the kid's father or someone in his very close circle hired a PR team to.
Yeah, probably,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I mean that would explain the interview with Good Morning America or Good Day America, whatever
Yeah.
the hell they call it
But-
now.
Yeah, the hiring of the PR firms is actually pretty common with those stories.
Yeah.
Because I think, I remember Trayvon Martin's family hired a PR firm. But I don't know. It's pretty common. But anyway, the whole video's there. Like I said, I don't
I'll
believe
watch it.
I don't really believe anybody, but I'll watch the video if it's there. But yeah, I think it's a terrible story all the way around.
And it just, and like I said, it makes it even worse. Like that we somehow like we didn't like somehow revolt. Like this should have been the last straw. I mean, like, listen, stop. Giving us this fake news, and it doesn't matter. I'm not saying fake news as in like CNN. I'm talking about like Australia. Fox is just as guilty because they ran with it too.
Well, I'm willing.
Fox is.
I'm willing.
You can't even classify Fox as a fucking news channel.
I'm willing to.
I'm just saying.
Accept that news channels are biased, and it's obvious they are. I mean, Fox is biased towards right wing, and like CNN is biased towards left wing stuff. They hate Trump, obviously. I'm willing to accept that news stations are biased, but you can't manufacture a story. I mean, you can put a bias.
You shouldn't,
slant
but they
on
do.
It, but as far as
They
them
do it all the time.
manufacturing stories, I don't like that. No matter who does it, it's terrible. Because you're supposed to just report on the news. You're not supposed to just make stuff up, right? And make it a news story.
But there again, it comes back to that news cycle. They've got to fill it. They can't just say, okay, there's. You look at the initially when CNN were around and they did the full invasion of Iraq, and
Oh yeah.
they literally ran with that all day long. They had live reporters there and doing the invasion. They were traveling along on the tanks and the
I think
armor carriers.
The ratings were never better than.
They went through the fucking roof because people wanted to see this war. And what did you actually see? Just a lot of sand. You know what I mean? That was it.
There was they had a lot of stuff. I remember watching it. I remember the channel was on in my house all day.
As they was driving up the highway towards Baghdad and things, and you just saw them sat on the tanks and reporting from the tanks, and then you went on from that reporter. His shift had finished. You went on to the next reporter who was going, and then
Because
there was a press conference with a general, and the general was like talking about stuff, what they were doing. And then he decided to show missile like bomb strikes, and so he showed like a whole ton of these bomb strikes, and I was like, wow. And I remember that the luckiest man in Iraq. That's what he showed. He showed there's a picture, like an infrared picture or like a nighttime shot of a bridge, and he's like, yeah, we're about to just bomb this bridge right here.
Oh, I remember that
and
one.
you see
Yes,
a car driving across the bridge.
Yes,
it's a single car, and he goes, yeah, that guy right there, that's the luckiest man in Iraq. And he's like driving across the bridge and just gets out of the way as a fucking bomb comes down, blows the bridge up. And then he like gets to the end of the bridge and drives off.
Yeah.
He literally was like 3 seconds from being destroyed by a bomb. I remember that one.
The only thing I remember from Desert Storm, and you were horrified that it was actually true, were the trading cards. He didn't believe us.
Trading cards.
Don't you remember the Desert Storm trading cards?
That was the last invasion of Iraq.
No, I'm talking about the first invasion.
No, the trading cards were when they invaded Iraq and got Saddam. That
No.
was the last invasion.
Did they make him again?
No, that was the first time they had him.
No, because I remember when the senior was in. I had them. I had most of the collection.
Oh, okay. I remember thinking something different. Then.
Oh, you're talking about the poker cards.
Yeah, I was thinking. Okay, we're thinking something
Yeah,
different.
yeah. In the second one, they had poker cards with like Saddam was like the Joker or something
He
like
was the
that.
Ace of Spades.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, the first invasion,
Mm-hmm.
they actually had Desert Storm collectible cards.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're saying.
And he didn't believe us. We had to show him. He was like fucking disgusted.
You know what's funny? I got World War II trading cards. Same thing.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't even know those were.
My grandfather had them, and he said I could have them. He's like, yeah, you can just take them. A big stack of World War II trading cards, and it was like, it'll have like vehicles and stuff, and then it'll be like a profile of a tank, right? And it'll show the picture of the tank. Some of the cards were like scenes from the war, like a guy taking some guy's prisoner, and like the front of the card would be some dude like shooting machine gun, and like some Japanese guys like cowering and shit, and it's like Sergeant, John something or other. He took 3 guys hostage, and it'll show this. It'll tell the story about the scene. Yeah, the World War II trading cards.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. I still have them at home somewhere.
I don't know if I have the Desert Storm one. I know I have my murder one still.
Murder ones, okay.
Yeah, it was like the best murderers of all time and stuff, like Ted Bundy.
Best murderers?
Yeah, they were called murder cards.
Wow.
Serial killers.
Jesus.
I'm not surprised. They make trading cards of everything.
And actually, and it's like the Holy Grail. I've never seen one before, but it was like a 1 in 100,000, like in a pack thing. Was like an autograph by Charles Manson card.
Oh, God. Wow.
There's like one of maybe like 400 made, and then you just collect them.
Murder cards, eh?
Yeah, serial killers collector cards, and the one of them was like an autograph. Like that was the big one that you had to get, but I never got it.
Did he actually ever kill anyone?
No, that's the thing though. He got what's her name to do it. The Sarah Tate murder. Is it Sarah Tate? That's her name, the actress.
Tate, yeah.
It was a Tate murders, but Sharon Tate.
Sharon Tate.
But yeah, he, from what I understand, never did actually. It was the disciples that did it.
It was the women that did it.
Yeah.
That did the killing.
Yeah. Because
Apparently for him.
Because they believe something from the Beatles song "Helter Skelter."
Yeah, if you play it backwards, it says "message from the devil."
Yeah. Does it really?
No, fuck no.
Those serial killer cards is just this guy. The guy's faces on them.
Yeah. And it has their stats on the back. How many killed? Who they killed?
Well, it's similar to the controversy that we're living through at the moment with the Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix.
Netflix? Is that like the real Ted Bundy? No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that now.
Yeah. Apparently so. I haven't watched it, so I can't.
Actually, you know what? You would like that mini-series with Killer Mike.
What?
Emily watched the Ted Bundy ones, the Ted Bundy tapes. She says it's really good.
Is it good?
She's watched it twice already.
Well,
It's really fascinating.
isn't it talking about how he killed them or the way that it all went about or something?
A lot of it is, a lot of it's his like behind it's like his mind, how his mind works, and how he did it. She said it's not. They don't profile the actual murders as much as they profile him, like him in court and his behavior and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's more focused on his behavior rather than details about the killings.
It's not like my friend Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever, is it?
What about Jeffrey Dahmer?
There was like a show. There's a movie or something. It's like My Friend Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Where like the guy went to school with him or something. It's on Netflix also.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like when they were kids, like before he became a murderer, and just a movie based on what he remembers of Jeffrey Dahmer before he became a fucking murderer and stuff like that. But it's not like that, the Ted Bundy ones, are there?
No.
It's
maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
psychological profile.
It's all his like psychology behind Ted Bundy and why he acts the way he acts, and shows a lot of footage apparently of him in court because he defended himself in court, and yeah, she said it was really good. She watched it twice, so I'm gonna watch it at some point.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it.
I've heard
too.
about the murders, and I've heard about all the murders. I don't care about them, you know.
It was like did he not get accused of 30, but it could have been 100 or more?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that. You know what? I think that all serial killers they always kill. They've killed more than they all.
Yeah,
say.
than Zeb.
They usually do. That's the way it is.
Because people are going missing all the time. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I think your show you like is the one with Killer Mike.
Who the fuck is Killer Mike?
He's a social rap artist.
Okay.
Would you give it up? It's right up your fucking alley. And he just has like certain things that he does, like everything I fucking suggest to this guy, he rolls his fucking eyes and expects me to watch whatever he watches.
But my stuff that I give you are good.
And so is my fucking shit that I've given you. But you still seem to roll your eyes. And if you don't stop hitting that fucking wire.
Putting it up. I was hanging it up.
And he does all these like social experiment and stuff like that. Like the first episode is like he tries to live completely on black companies, black-owned companies, to see if he can go 3 days with living anything from black-owned companies, and actually how much
Black-owned companies. What do you mean?
Okay, for instance,
Food
like
companies. You
yeah,
mean?
food. Like if he was gonna buy food,
Oh, like Uncle Ben's.
no, not Uncle Ben's.
He's black.
What do you mean?
I could live on Uncle Ben's. That's easy. That's good, right?
Okay, for instance, like if he wants to eat dinner, right? He can only go to like if you just say you were gonna go to a restaurant, he can only go to a black-owned restaurant. And then that was like
People of color. Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, just black,
Right.
like African American.
Right.
And what happens is now the food, right? Like once he gets into the restaurant, he says, "Okay, is this owned by an African American?" Yes, okay. And then the guy goes, "Okay, so the food, is it like he went in for ribs, right? He was having ribs with his friend, and then he had to ask the guy, the farm that you got the ribs from, was it a black-owned or African-American-owned farm?" And the guy said no, and he couldn't eat them.
Oh, wow. He's going that specific, eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, even marijuana, he could only get, like he couldn't even smoke pot because although all the dealers and stuff like that were black, the actual owners of the pot farms, he realized, were all white. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't even smoke pot anymore. He had to find, like, a black farmed marijuana, which he couldn't find. And there's these different little experiments that he does, and it's actually pretty good. They're about 22 minutes long on Netflix.
Oh, that's just one episode that he did?
Yeah, that's just one episode, 22 minutes. He goes 3 days.
What's it called?
Let me find that for you, and I will do that, because right now I'm sending you the link to that 2-hour video.
You don't use that Google Assistant anymore, I see.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I was going to use. I'm just saying that I just sent you the link to that video. Okay, Google.
All right, here we go.
Tell me the documentary with Killer Mike. This fucking bitch doesn't know fuck all.
That's what I was waiting for. I wanted him to go nuts. Look, use it. Yeah, come on.
Series that involves not ministries, you fucking bitch.
Yes. This is what I want.
Holy fuck.
Okay, Google.
Oh my god.
Can you tell me the name of the mini series that includes Killer Mike? She's
It's
a
the most
cunt.
complicated. You know what you say?
What?
Google mini. You say Killer Mike miniseries.
Okay, Google. Killer Mike miniseries. This bitch don't know nothing, bro. She's starting to fucking piss me off.
Killer Mike TV show.
It was on Netflix. Anyways.
Netflix show then. Killer Mike Netflix.
Okay, Google. Killer Mike Netflix show.
It's called Trigger Warning.
That's what it is. Trigger warning.
And he typed it in. Fuck me.
You sure you got the right one? Like,
Is it Google or Yahoo?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, Google. You know you're a cunt, right?
Is that some kind of prototype that she's got? Like,
You don't know how to help with you're a fucking cunt?
there must be some prototype where she's like a 2-year-old or something.
I don't fucking know what's wrong with this bitch.
Could be broken.
It's not.
She's maybe learned to hate you.
Okay, Google.
Ask if she hates you.
Do you hate me?
I like you.
You hear that tone?
Yeah.
I think she's lying.
Yeah, I think she's lying too.
But yes, it's called Trigger Warning, and you should watch it. You'll enjoy it. I'm about 4 episodes in. It's really good. It's about social changes and stuff like that. I may not agree with some of the stuff that he does, but it's interesting in either way.
What don't you agree with?
I don't think I've gotten that far yet where I don't agree. Let me put. I saw some of the previews on what they were like. There's one where he does stuff with Bernie Sanders. I don't like Bernie Sanders. He irritates the fuck out of me.
Why?
I don't know. It just irritates me. Same way I don't like Hillary. I don't like anybody really in the States.
Then why watch programs about the States?
Because a lot of stuff that I think that could help here.
Like,
There's another episode where I think I find it to be like it's one of those one episode where it's like if the white man can do it, why can't we do it type of show. You know what I mean? This one episode. Does that make sense? Okay, for instance, let me give you an example. The episode is he's online and he sees that now you can buy Hell's Angels shirts and stuff like that from them because now they're considered a legitimate business, right?
Hell's Angels?
Hell's Angels,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck, okay.
Right? So then he was just like, well, if their gangs and stuff like that can do that, why can't our gangs do that? So he convinces the Crips and the Bloods to make soda pop and make them go.
This is a real show. This is real. This isn't something.
And you can go online and I was gonna ask this fucking bitch, but if I hear it's called Cripa-Cola. You can buy Cripa-Cola and Blood Pop now legitimately online.
In the same shop.
They've done it now. If you go to Atlanta, apparently, in a lot of the variety stores, you can go into the stores and buy either or. They're like side by side. Blood Pop and Cripa-Cola.
Okay.
And he just does these social experiments. And I like some of the ideas. I don't like the reasons why. It's more like if the white man can do it, why can't we do it type of thing. If that's, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Why it's frustrating? Just do it. Just.
Where does it give you this? If the white man can do it,
He says it.
Is the guy is he?
He's like a social black rapper. I mean, he's not up my alley. I'm not really a fan of the southern hip hop, except for a few rappers.
But you see that comes back to the white privilege thing, which is just go ahead and do it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need that. I don't want it to have it thrown in my face. I get it. He's like, well, if the white criminals can have their own legitimate business, why can't the black ones? Well, just fucking do it. I don't. If you think they can make money making Cripa-Cola, then fucking make it. Do what you have to do. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you?
In it somewhat it does, yes, but I seriously can see from his point of view.
You're saying that he's saying that black gangs should also have a legitimate business as well on the side.
Yeah, you know how HA wasn't making money illegally, so now they've decided that they're going to sell shirts, and they have a store up here in Toronto where the HA store and
right. So every criminal gang has some kind of front, right?
Yeah.
In Montreal, the Rizzuto's had a candy shop or something.
Yeah, and the Camiso brothers have Rocco and Camiso Brother Bakery in Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying the Bloods and the Crips need some kind of legit business?
Yeah, he was more. He only did it out of the whole if white people can do it, why can't us? So he convinced the Bloods and the Crips in Atlanta to design their own pop to see if it would sell, and they did it, and it sells like crazy.
Interesting.
So now you have Blood Pop and Cripa-Cola, which is also available online to purchase, which I've tried to purchase. I wanted to see if it tasted good.
Will they let you buy it or what?
I don't have the means to buy it. They don't take PayPal yet.
Oh, I see.
No, I don't. The bank that I use doesn't have a Visa bank card or a MasterCard bank card, so I can't, and trying to, hey, buddy, can I borrow your credit card so I can buy some Cripa-Cola? Doesn't really sound like,
True.
And I also want to update on the whole death thing. I've had one person give me the thumbs up, and one person be like, "For real?" So yeah, but yeah, and it's just like that, and it's like I don't care why you want to do the social experiment. I don't need to be hit over the head why you're doing it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't think you're being hit over the head with it.
Well, I mean, it's like the first 30 seconds.
That's what you're taking from it, not being hit over the head with it.
Okay. For me, it would be better if you just listen, I want to try this experiment. Let's do it. Okay.
But isn't that what he's doing?
No, he's doing it because the white man can do it. So he wants to see that if the black man can do it.
Well, as long as he's not scolding white people, I'm fine.
I haven't gotten that.
Yeah.
Yet. He hasn't
As long as it's not like that Gillette ad, and he's
oh, here we go, the Gillette ad.
White people need to do this and that.
Can we not? I'm not bringing that up.
All right.
Okay. But.
Fair enough.
But it's not I haven't found myself being scolded yet.
Well,
If I did, I'd probably turn it off. But it's not.
Why would you turn it off? If you're, why not go all the way down the rabbit hole?
I don't know. Maybe I would. I'm just saying it right now that maybe I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Again, it goes back to that first comment or first topic of earlier. I don't know. I'm sitting here. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, now I'm being scolded. What should I do?
It sounds like an interesting show. I'll probably watch it.
It is, and I think the only one that I'm not going to like is the one with Bernie Sanders. Although I don't know which one it is and what it's about.
I don't understand why you don't like Bernie Sanders.
I don't know. I don't know if it's his voice or his fucking face, but he's got a punchable face. That guy. And I'm not big on fucking social fucking. Let's give everybody money for the fucking sake of giving money out.
Wow. Okay.
So
He's talking about universal healthcare, which I presume you do agree with.
Yeah, but if the Americans don't have it, it's not my problem. Too bad. You're in the States.
Well, now they're talking about universal healthcare, but also getting rid of the health insurance industry now too.
What, in the States?
Yeah.
Good.
Which is not good.
It's not good?
No. Well, lots of people have health insurance already. And if it's paid, so in a paying system, the people that are paying are probably getting really good service for their money.
In the States?
Because they're paying for it.
Not from what I understand.
Well,
not from what I understand at all.
Well, if you have universal healthcare or whatever in Canada is fine, but you're probably not going to get the best quality. But people that are paying for it are probably going to get better quality and they'll get in faster. That's how it is in the States.
But it isn't though. That's the whole
Health
thing.
insurance?
Yeah, that isn't how it works.
I have no idea how.
The system they have down there from many studies that I've read about it is that people using that argument that you're using there, or that debating point there, is that's what would happen. You're paying for it, so you get it quicker, so you get all this, and it goes in private business. It's more efficient. Everything else. It's shown on one statistic, the Americans are paying, in comparison to the NHS, which is the British system, they're paying round about $1,000 per head. In the United States of America, they're paying somewhere in the region of $7,000 per head. So much
per year,
per year, which is that they're looking at that they're getting the efficiency. They're not getting the efficiency. The only thing is, like you in the UK, and I believe to some degree the same thing is in Canada. What you do is there's one body which it's called NICE. There's one body that negotiates with the drug companies of what they are prepared to pay for any particular drug or procedure or whatever it is, and that's it. That's what they pay, which is far significantly lower than what the American insurance companies have to pay out because of the way that you've seen the horror stories of like an aspirin that costs $3,000. It's fucking crazy. So even though they're paying that way, it isn't nowhere near efficient. It's a money-making machine, which is the hospital make the money because they're not funded. But if they were centrally funded, then it would be a vastly different thing. The quality would still be there. You still get quality. You get in Americans, even fucking hell, what's his face? Oh, shit.
I know some politician came up here to
He's a libertarian. He's a out-and-out libertarian, or so he thinks he is. Politician from the US.
He just had his knee replacement.
He came up to Canada, and he used our system to
get his knee replaced.
Yeah, and so he couldn't do it in the United States. Why? They're paying for it. Why the fuck couldn't they do it down there?
Well, see, the way I understand when it comes to healthcare, there's three aspects of healthcare, which is universality, affordability, and quality. And so the theory is that you can only have two of the three, which kind of makes sense when you look at healthcare systems.
Why?
Well, because you can't have all three. So what's Canada is universality and affordability.
But we do have quality.
We have quality.
We have quality, but it's not as good as other ones.
Which one? I mean,
we have long wait times for surgeries. We don't have access. You have to wait for access to specialists.
Okay.
Other countries, you can go and see the specialist right away.
Which other countries?
The United States. But the United States doesn't have affordability. They have quality and...
I've heard so many... I've read so many different ones where the quality of that is nowhere near.
As long as you have the health insurance, though. People that don't have the health insurance, what is it, Medicaid in the States now? That's health insurance?
Is that after like 65?
No, that's Medicare.
There's Medicare and Medicaid, but Medicaid is the universal one.
So let's say you have a job that provides you, like you work in GM in the States, and it provides you with health insurance as part of your job, right? I think that's Medicaid. So in that case, that kind of health coverage is pretty good. It works well for people that can that have it, right? So they get what is it? Quality and affordability. Well, it wouldn't be affordable, would it? So they get quality and universality, but it's not affordable. Because a lot of people can't pay. Like when what the hell? What's the health insurance they have now that's through the government?
Obamacare.
Obamacare, whatever it's called.
Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, Affordable Care Act. So now they have, that's an example of universality, quality, but not affordability, because a lot of people can't afford it now. Because it went up for a lot of people. I'm just saying it's a theory. I didn't make it up. That's what I read.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense. But I haven't had real problems with the healthcare system here in Canada. I mean, some people do.
I used it this week. I was in and out in 2-3 hours.
I mean, some people do. I've heard.
Yeah, you were a low priority person.
And I was exactly. I was low priority.
Seeing a specialist, I know, is a long wait. I waited a while to see a specialist, but other places you can, if you go in, they'll screen you and see if you need one, and then they'll send you to one right away. But I had to go through another doctor first before the specialist.
Oh,
so I'm not sure why.
Well, that's what I did when I had my gallbladder taken out, and
you have your gallbladder taken out?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you're like the fourth guy I know who's had that done.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I went to see my doctor, told her about the pain, etc. Then she referred me on to this other guy, and then he said, okay, they did the ultrasound almost immediately. And then he referred me to a specialist, and I saw a specialist. And in the period from seeing my doctor to actually having the surgery was about 3 months.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long period of time at all. It's just
it might have been even shorter if it was even more serious.
Yeah, it would have been. And that's our universal healthcare system, which basically it covers everybody. That's what I can't get my head around. The Americans standing up for these massive conglomerates, and they say, okay, yeah, we want to keep that. Why? You're paying through the fucking nose for things that should be just a human right anyway. Healthcare should be a human right across the board. That's it. Done.
Maybe they still want the pills that give them anal leakage. Who knows?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I think for the U.S., universal healthcare, I think it's too far. It's too far gone in the States now. Because I think if they switched everything to universal healthcare, canceled like Medicaid, Medicare, and all that stuff, I think it's too
Listen,
far
I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed here.
Their population is too big, and it's too mixed, and they just wouldn't be able to afford it, I think.
Listen, again, like I said, I'm not the smartest person here, but I mean, every country's gone through that doing the switch.
They have.
I'm sure there's be some hardships,
No,
but
they did it long ago, though.
1948 was the UK.
Yeah.
So immediately after the Second World War, they changed to the NHS in 1948. In 1948, they changed over to it, and it's worked wonderfully. Whenever it's funded properly, it works absolutely fucking wonderfully. It's like good old Mr. fucking Ford taking more money out of the health system that this guy really believes in. That he's brought, Doug Ford went in saying that he wasn't going to cut healthcare, he wasn't going to do this, and that's exactly what he's doing. And then he's not going to privatise healthcare in Ontario, but he's paving the way for privatisation, which fucks me off even more than anything else, is allowing American companies, American insurance companies and things like that's going to go in for the bidding process as well. Go fuck off.
Well, they already have.
It's fake news, isn't it?
Canada, I already saw a commercial
fake news.
For Green Shield here in Canada. And Green Shield's
I've seen
insurance.
them. Yeah, I've seen them here for years.
No, they just started.
No, Green Shield's been here for years. You can get alternate insurance. Blue Shield. Sorry.
So Green Shield, Green Shield is?
It's a fucking shield. I don't fucking know.
Color.
It's medical insurance.
The color's different.
It's medical insurance for Canadians, but it covers all the stuff that, say, like OHIP doesn't cover.
Yeah, like private rooms and stuff.
Was it massages, prescriptions, ambulance rides? Basically everything that's not covered.
Which you don't have to pay for ambulance rides. You know that, right? No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
They send you a bill, you don't send it back. You don't get credited for it.
Yeah, you do. You have to pay for it.
Oh, yeah, I haven't.
What do you mean they send it back and you get credit for it?
I just threw the bill out. They never called me back ever.
You what?
I just threw the bill. I ain't paying. That's what my taxes are for.
All right. Anyway, that's they just started that here in Canada. Oh, it's funny because Americans, that's what Americans think. We don't pay for anything up here. They're like, oh, you can get your drugs for free and this and that for free. And I was like, actually, no, we don't.
No.
It really surprises them, eh? They thought that we can get prescriptions for free no matter what.
Yeah, they also think that we just go to the hospital for a headache.
Yeah. But see, that's the way. That's why.
But that's how it's portrayed down there.
Yeah, they were weak.
They're told these things, and they're like you. They believe anything they hear.
Funko, you son of a bitch.
Oh, man.
It's true. It's true. If you would be a perfect American because you're so gullible. You would go and say, "Oh yeah, do we need to fight this war in Venezuela? Oh, it's not for oil, not for oil at all. It's for regime change so that people are going to be free and blah blah blah." And you go, "Oh yeah, that's good."
Really? Because wasn't I the other night asking you what the fuck it was about?
Did you?
They're not actually going to go down there, are they?
No.
I don't think
They're just trying to change the
regime.
This guy's never been elected, but he said, "I'm president now." So the Americans, yeah, we're backing you. Even fucking Trudeau's backed him. Fuck me. I mean, like, what
Juan
the
Guaido,
fuck?
You know what? I haven't read
Well-
too much about this. I don't know that guy Juan Guaido, why he's considering himself the new leader now. I haven't read too much about it.
No.
The only thing I know, as much as you hate Donald Trump, though, that guy refuses to get into another war. He said that so many times. He's like, I don't want to get into another war. We're the war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria. And he said that's enough.
Yes, but he also said that they were pulling all the troops out of
He's
Syria,
pulling
and then
them
he's
out of Syria.
and then he's backtracked on that one. He's we'll leave some specialists
But
there.
you know what,
oh,
though?
fuck me.
But the thing is, it's like, what if it was somebody else? You know, who knows? Whatever, Bush or Obama or whatever.
Or Hillary.
Who do you think they would go down to Venezuela and go, with some troops and say, okay, this guy's in
Who
charge
knows?
now?
Who
It's
knows?
interesting. As much as you hate him, he doesn't want to get into another war, which is good. I like that.
Whatever. He doesn't want to get into a war. He can have a love fest with that fucking little guy in North Korea too. What's his name? Kim Jong, whatever the fuck his name is.
Kim Jong Un.
That's his actual name too.
Yeah, Kim Jong, whatever the fuck his name
is.
is.
But that Trump's failed on that one because apparently from the intelligence services in the United States of America, they said that the Koreans are not giving up all their nuclear aspirations as it was prescribed by Trump. They're saying no, it's not happening now. So he hasn't got this wonderful victory.
Listen, as long as I get to go pew pew in Star Wars, I'm good. I can't wait for the army to come. The Star Wars army, of course.
The space
Space Force.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping the guns will sound like the ones in Star Wars, like pew pew pew. I can't wait.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah.
The sound effect is a guy going pew pew.
Yeah. Come on, it was funny.
Yeah, okay. So, no, he's failed in so many different areas, and so has Doug Ford. So, all you voters who voted for Doug Ford, thanks for fucking up Ontario. Even bigger than Wynn did.
He hasn't fucked up anything as far as I'm concerned.
Bigger than Win. I don't even know if that's possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's set the bar pretty high. Or low, I should say.
Well, he's gone there.
No, I don't know.
I
don't know about that.
I'm still kind of iffy on the school thing, like I said last week, but
Oh, we've got to wait. We can't talk about that for another
no,
2 weeks.
we're putting a Doug Ford. That's why he tries to put in his shots. I'm not fucking falling for it. I'm putting this on hiatus for the next. It's for
2 weeks now.
Yeah, there's 5 more weeks left. No, it's been 3 weeks, so there's 5 weeks left. Yeah, you're right.
5 weeks of what?
I have to make my decision because the idea was that him and Cal, rightfully so, were mad about the fucking different cuts and stuff like that to education, OSAP, and all that other stuff, and
you have to start repaying right away.
Yeah, and all that stuff, and
I'm not happy with that one.
No, I'm not happy with it either. But he also stated that.
Oh, so you have got an opinion now?
I've always said that's stupid. Why did I call you stupid? I was going to men slap nuts. I'm sorry, you're not stupid. I feel bad for calling you that. Actually, I'm fucking.
It's kind of funny, actually.
I don't know why he said stupid. I meant slap nuts.
He really spit that out.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, like as soon as it came out, I was like, "Ooh, trying to catch that Kimber back." Nope, gone.
Nope.
But no, of course I didn't like it. But I said, listen. He also said that they had alternatives or ideas that could help alleviate and fix the problem.
Right.
Which, obviously, I also agree with them. Is like, if you're going to make these cuts and you have all these different options, then at least when you cut them, make the options. Don't wait. Let us wait for the options, right? Mm-hmm. So it's okay. Well, the budget's up in let's say 8 weeks. Let's wait until then, right? Maybe he'll introduce a few fucking different options. But until then, I'm not gonna fucking say, okay, he's a piece of shit or not. I think that's a fair statement, no? It's been 3 weeks.
So there's two ways to look at it. Is if you like Doug Ford, let's say, just for example, you like Doug Ford, then it's not bad to analyze something he did. And if you really don't like it, then you could admit you don't like it. Okay, you're like, I don't agree with that. The whole trying to pay, you have to pay OSAP back right away. There's no 6-month grace period. I mean, he took that away, which I don't like because you need a grace period. It's always been there, right?
Well, especially you need time to find a fucking job. I mean,
let's say I like Doug Ford. Most of the stuff he's done, I don't like that, but I can say that. You have to be self-aware enough to even if it's a politician you voted for, you can still criticize the person.
Yeah, and I don't agree with his cuts, but I give him the benefit of the doubt here and saying he's got these other options that are coming down the pipeline.
Right. Then again, I'm not going to say, I totally hate the guy just for the one thing that he did.
Or a million other things he's done so far. I mean, he does work fast. Jesus Christ.
Even who, I guess it was Dalton McGuinty, I think. He did one thing and I didn't like it. And then everybody's like, fucking Dalton McGuinty, this guy needs to go. I'm like, all right, he did one thing, okay? He did one thing I didn't like. So let's calm down, Wow. But in the end, overall I didn't like him. But I was like, okay, let's, he did one thing that I didn't like, but let's see what he does, right? I mean, he's in there for 4 years or 5 years regardless, so,
like I said, I'm just waiting to see what these fuck. And if he doesn't have any options, then fuck him. I don't like that idea.
But it was funny. Kathleen Wynne did one thing that I did like, actually. I can't remember what it was now.
Retire?
I think it was photo. I think it was photo radar vans or some shit like that.
Oh, those fucking.
She didn't like those and she took them out. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't like those either.
Yeah,
There's one or two things she did, and I was like, that's surprising. I didn't think she would do that.
Yeah, I didn't think the cunt would do that either.
But you have to be self-aware enough. As much as I don't like anything Kathleen Wynne did, there was one or two things that she did, and I'm like, I actually like that.
Okay, well, I guess I have to say that.
But you know what? You can go either way.
Yeah, I guess I have to agree with that one.
The majority of the stuff she didn't like.
I guess they're selling popsicles in fucking hell right now.
But let's see. But Doug Ford, what's he been in power for? What 4 months or whatever? 6 months?
5 or 6 months now. Yeah.
Oh,
it's probably Will's longest 6 months in his entire life.
I can't believe that Ontario's they voted their very own Trump. I just like
wait until next year. Wait until next year when the federal government goes
swing, man. It's a swing.
Yeah.
The harder you swing to one side, the next election side, it's going to swing that much further.
Well,
back.
I tend to agree with you on that, and I mean that's fucking ridiculous. People just voting for that. For that reason only, it's stupid.
That's what happens. I mean, look at this. Well, Donald Trump got in because he's the direct opposite of Obama.
I honestly
swung wildly.
I've said this before.
Trump's going to get in again, though. Mark my words.
Oh, Will's worst nightmare.
Listen to this, though. Everybody in the States, let's say the Democrats, they hate Donald Trump. Everything Donald Trump says that he likes. So Donald Trump goes, I'm going to do this. Democrats automatically go, no, that's a terrible idea. He can say anything, and they're going to think it's a terrible idea. So because of that, they have swung so far to the left of where they usually stand.
The Democrats?
They're completely opposite of Donald Trump. There's nobody in the middle anymore. Now that guy, the former CEO of Starbucks, Schultz, he's running as an independent, and he's right in the center.
Yeah.
That's why Donald Trump's going to get in again.
There's two people. Yeah, there's two people that announced their race for the presidency, and they said that they're in the middle.
Yeah.
It really does depend on how you define. You haven't done that political compass yet, so
I have, but I didn't understand. I had to redo it, which I will do again. I will send you the results as soon as I'm done.
But if Donald Trump was smart though this time, because I don't think he's going to get as many votes. This time he's not going to get as many votes, and it's going to be a much closer election. If he was smart, he would move more towards the center. But he's
But
not.
you've got to define.
He's going even more right wing now.
You have to define
So
the
it's
centre
weird.
because he used to call the Liberals left wing, and I'm like, then they're not left at all in any way, shape, or form. They're not left wing, and the Democrats in the US, they're not left wing. They're not at all.
They used to be center, right?
They're probably more centrist, but the Republican Party are the ones that were the ones after the war, during the war, Second World War. This one is that they're the ones who used to be on the side of the working class. They were the ones that advocated getting a union. They were the ones that advocated all these other various different things. Whereas the Democrats now have taken over that particular mantle, and the Republicans have gone far right. But there is, when you say centre, you're still saying the centre of the right, or are you saying centre politics? Because if you're saying centre politics, that's left wing of Democrats.
No, the center would be left of the Republicans, right of the Democrats.
So you're saying right of right then, or centre of right?
Because now the Republicans have swung, or not the Republicans, the Democrats. They've swung wildly to the left. Because now what the Democrats are saying is, now they're all saying.
Are we talking Pelosi or are we talking Bernie Sanders?
Well, they're all going towards where Bernie Sanders was standing. They're all saying. So remember what Bernie Sanders was saying last election? How he's like universal health care, like forgiveness of all like student debt, things like that, right? Well, now the Democrats are now all the Democratic like hopefuls vying for the party leadership. They're all saying the same thing as Bernie Sanders is, like all of them. So now they've gone from like center or center left to like way left and Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was thinking about running again, but he can't run anymore because all his platform is already taken by the Democrats now.
But that's the one. I don't see why he can't run. He's the same person he was. But even at that,
well, he is an old fuck. First of all,
so's Donald Trump.
Sanders is older than him.
I don't know.
They're both old.
Okay, Google.
There we go.
Who's older, Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders?
Donald Trump was born on June 14th, 1946. Bernie Sanders was born on September 8th, 1941.
Very close in age.
5 years, eh? Wow.
Very close in age.
I thought it was longer. He looks more weathered.
Because Donald Trump puts his fucking orange makeup on and his fucking orange dye in his hair. It's like you will never have grey hair. You will dye. You will be that guy that's fucking 65 and still dyeing his hair.
I don't dye my hair. You say I dye my fucking hair?
Do you ever listen to what I'm saying, or do you just put in your head what the fuck you want me to say?
What did you say? Unless I misunderstood you.
Of course you misunderstood me.
What did you say?
Because you took from that you're dyeing your hair now. I said when you're very elderly that you're going to be the guy that dyes his hair.
When I'm old, I'm supposed to have gray hair. I don't mind gray hair if I'm old.
We'll see how your vanity kicks in.
If I'm as old as you, fuck, bring on the gray hair. Jesus
me?
Christ.
I'm only 17 years older than you.
Well, that's fucking older than me.
So, of course it is. It's 17 years older than you. I've already done the calculation for you.
Well, fine, cool. But whenever I get to be as old as you and I need some gray hair, then yeah, fuck, whatever. That's what I get. That's what I get.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to be like my brother at 30 and having gray hair. Me, I would have fucking dyed my hair a long time ago.
You're 40, so what does that matter?
Then I'm good though. I should be at the age where I start fucking graying out now.
It's expected now.
Yeah, exactly. 40 to 45, you start. We're good. By 50, I should be a fucking snow up there. I'm okay with gray hair. I'm not that Van. Like, what do you call me?
Bane.
Yeah.
Van.
He said vein, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he said vanity, and you said van.
Oh.
But being vain and having vanity is just, it's the same thing.
Yeah, okay, whatever it is. But I'm not as vain as you think I am.
Why did you do the air quotes?
I don't know. I felt like it needed to be done.
Okay.
Well, fuck. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, come on, man. Why?
We'll see.
You know what? Your whole life revolves around just disagreeing with Dominic. What I can do to piss him off?
No.
This guy had me convinced the other day I was dying.
Wow. Holy shit. How the hell did he do that?
I didn't.
Okay, well,
I didn't.
First of all, I have, you know how I have OCD and all that stuff, right?
Sure.
Okay. So, my problem is that I literally go from, what you tell me to, the worst case scenario pretty damn fast. You've seen it happen, no?
About 4 seconds.
I don't know.
Okay, Jay has. I thought you maybe been around for it, right?
Okay.
For instance, if you say you're going to be at my house at, 5 o'clock, you messaged me, so I'm cool today, right? You said you were going to be a little bit late, so I was okay with it. But at, 5:05, you didn't show up, I automatically start thinking that you got a flat tire. But I go from, you're, maybe stuck in traffic or have a flat tire on the side of the road to, the ultimate extreme, you've been abducted by aliens and now being anal probed on their ship.
You think that when people are late, yet you are always late.
Always.
Oh, I know.
By not even a bit. You're always late by an hour. 2 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
You were half an hour late one time and I messaged you and you're like, yeah, I'm on my way. And then you admitted to me later you were sleeping still. So you had to get up, have a shower, then get dressed and leave. And you were another hour. And I'm like, where the fuck were you? You said you're on your way. You're a town over, 5-minute drive. And you took an hour. And you're like, well, I just got up. I had to have a shower. I had to change. I'm like, come on. Yeah.
So, go on. Carry on with your story.
But the other way
We're not
around-
talking about
but
me
the other
right
way-
now.
But the other way around, you're like,
We're not talking about
it's
me.
the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
We're not talking about. I'm just using that as an
Where were you
excuse.
15 minutes late? Where were you, motherfucker? Cool.
We're not talking about me. This is not about me. What I do to you guys. Okay, it's what you guys do to me. Well, especially Will more in this situation. So I had a toothache. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned into what do you call it? An abscess?
Abscess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh fuck! If I just leave it alone a couple of days, it'll go away. Well, fucking Monday shows up and it doesn't fucking go. Is it Monday or Tuesday? And it hurts and I'm in pain.
Yep.
And he goes, "You better go to the hospital."
No, I said go see your doctor.
Yeah, he was go see your doctor. Or go to you insisted the emergency room too.
No, I didn't.
Whatever, man.
Anyways,
It doesn't matter. The thing is, I said to him, go see your doctor. He told me he doesn't have a doctor, a personal
Which I
doctor.
don't.
says, well, go to the walk-in clinic.
Yeah.
Right. So, doctor at walk-in clinic can't do it. So he said, no, I'd have to wait fucking 5 or 6 hours in the doctor's clinic, in the walk-in clinic, to get treated. Okay, whatever. So
what you
that
gonna do.
would mean having to go tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
Walk-in clinic tomorrow. You're fine. No problem. Him? No, got to go to the fucking hospital now. I've got to see somebody now. I've got to go. So he suggests going to the emergency. Not me.
okay, time out here. He starts going on that if I don't get it checked out, what was I going to catch?
If you don't get... oh, God. If you don't get it checked out and you leave it and it becomes ultimately it spreads and it gets into your system, it gets into your blood system and everything else, you can possibly get septicemia, which
Okay.
is blood poisoning, which can
Kill you.
if untreated, eventually kill you.
So
It's possible, yeah.
just by him saying that, which he did say, he said that word for word, he had convinced me that I was going to die at any moment.
How did I convince you you're going to die?
I have no
just
idea.
explained something to you.
I have no idea. My brain just went, I'm dying, and I got to get this fixed right now. That's it. There's no ending. Dude, I was in the hospital. I was talking to the triage nurse.
You took John, by the way.
And I took John, yeah, poor guy.
Yeah. Because
But-
he thought you were dying.
No, he was like, he told me, he was like,
He told you the same thing as me.
yeah, because he was just like, fucking Will.
Those triage nurses are the most miserable people ever.
Really? I had one very
Oh,
pleasant.
my God. The
I-
last 2 times I went, just,
I had
She
one.
did not want to look at me at all.
Mine was really pleasant. And I explained to her what happened. I was like, listen, I told her, I was like, I'm not sure if my buddy meant to, like, do this on
Oh, he
purpose.
told you ratted Will out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to the nurse and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was like, listen, I don't know if he meant to do it on purpose, but I think he was, like, I didn't say that. I think he was really trying to help me, but, and I told her, like, my OCD and stuff like that, and all that stuff. And he goes, but he started talking about me getting blood poisoning and that I could die. And she's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. All right. And she knew right away what was going on in my head, right? And she saw me, like, because he started talking about red blotches on my skin and stuff. I'm literally looking on my arm for red blotches. And I'm like, I can't find these red blotches. And she's just like, okay, calm down. Like, you're not going to die. We'll get you in. We'll get that fixed. Don't worry. I understand you're in a lot of pain. But she was quite pleasant, and she understood, like, she didn't, like, roll her eyes and be like, oh, fuck, another nutcase.
I would have done.
Right? And, like, she actually was like, I don't think your friend would have done it. If he did, it would be very mean of him to do it.
It's funny.
But, yeah, like, yeah, they were quite pleasant, actually. It was my most pleasant experience at the Oshawa Hospital ever.
I was all messed up one day and drove there, and Emily dropped me off, and I was waiting in the waiting room. It was one of those things where it's like I was really dizzy. I think I had vertigo or something. Really hard for me to stand and walk and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was waiting for my number. My number came up, and I was like directly across the room, right? I was like in the seat, and like the doorways were fucking right across from each other. So she looked up, and I went like this and like that, and I pointed at her, right? And I was like, yeah, it's me. And I started getting up, and I was like, oh, you fucking. It was taking me a bit to get up, and then she fucking hit the button to go to the next number. And then it was like, bing, and I was like, the fuck? And I was like this. I looked at her, and she started yelling at me. She goes, well, I didn't see you moving around. And so I just yelled at her back. Yeah, it wasn't weird. You see the security pop their head around the corner.
Oh, the Paladin guys. Yeah, they were
I fucking yelled at her, and I said, I can barely fucking stand here. And just yelled at her, and she's like, and then the other guys that were standing there, their other numbers, they're like, you can go, man, you can go. Yeah, it's fine. I probably shouldn't have yelled at her, but I was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, those Paladin
I kinda
guys,
felt bad
they're
about
really
it.
tough.
I felt bad about it afterwards, but I was like, I'm really fucked up here. So
I don't know. Dude, that place was full of security, too.
yeah, it is. There's tons.
You thought the fucking Pope was coming. Not that I would trust rent-a-cops with the Pope or anybody else, or myself for that matter, but well, I told you one guy used to work with me at another company I used to work for, and she's like, hey, Dom, how are you doing? I was like, none of your business. Get the fuck out of my face. I'd rather deal with this toothache instead of talking to you, so fuck off.
But yeah, there's a ton of security in the hospital.
Yeah, like every corner, bro. There's a little old man that thinks he's tough. That's the other thing. I'm like, if shit were to pop off here, this old guy is gonna do what? Like,
Well, they're not allowed to do anything.
listen, if shit pops off and someone grabs a nurse or a
They're not allowed to do anything.
sure they are. I've taken the training. Non fucking violent manner. There's a whole training course about it, especially when you work in the hospital, even in that house.
No, in the hospital, you're not allowed to touch anybody. You have to call for a nurse.
Okay, but if someone grabs a nurse or punches a nurse or
You have to call for a nurse. They're not allowed to touch anybody. You can't restrain anybody unless you're attacked. I worked at the 4th floor before. They told me specifically, in no uncertain terms, you have to keep the my job was to keep 2 patients apart. One was this really huge guy who was mentally challenged, And then it was like this other guy, who's a tall, skinny guy, but he's like super mouthy. And they you have to keep them apart. I'm like, okay, but if they start fighting, you're not allowed to restrain them. You have to call for a nurse. They said even if one's like getting beat up or whatever, you can't restrain the other one. You can only get in between them, put your body in between them, and they said if you try to restrain them, you'll get fired. And I said, yeah, well, I'm going to defend myself if they attack me. And they're like, well, maybe. I'm like, maybe. But, yeah, you have to call for a nurse.
Interesting.
No. It's just a visual distraction. Most uniform security is just a visual distraction.
I don't know.
Or a deterrent, a visual deterrent.
I don't know. I thought it was just fucking...
I cheated, though, when I was working that job. I waited till the big guy was alone, and I leaned in, and I told him that if he does anything, I'm going to fucking kill him. And then he got afraid, and then he didn't do anything after that.
Well,
I kind of cheated, and I kind of felt bad about that, too, but, you know.
I would have cheated, too.
I was in a tough spot.
Anything interesting, Will?
Yes.
What were you talking about? What were you reading so rudely over there?
So rudely.
Yeah.
Rudely to read. No.
Uh-oh. I think I'm getting in trouble.
Why?
Because when I posted on Dylan's Facebook, or Devin's Facebook, why I keep calling her Dylan?
What she said.
I don't know. I'm looking at it right now.
How long have we been on? Or you guys still do breaks or stuff? Or?
No, we've been on 2 hours.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we're almost done.
You don't do the breaks anymore?
Yeah, if I feel like it, sometimes I do.
That's cool.
Oh, no. She didn't reply. Because I was like, nice taste. I mean, smile. And my sister-in-law caught me in the lie about John Cena. She's like, I don't see any evidence of this, so now I'm going to have to test.
There you go. Somebody who looks shit up.
Yeah. My sister-in-law, she's on top of those things. I figured if anybody was going to do it, it would have been her.
So that's the 2 hours done.
Let's see here. Yeah, we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes now.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You're ready to get the fuck out of here, aren't
I'm
you?
going to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym and do my gym thing.
Well, I will join you tomorrow at the gym.
Well, that's late at night.
Yes, our 1:30 in the morning gym time. You should come with us.
Yeah. I don't go to the gym anymore.
Go fuck yourself. Anything else you want to promote?
I hate the gym, and I've gone to the gym almost my entire life, and I hate every minute of it.
I enjoy it.
And now I do not go to the gym anymore.
I have a good time. I'm not going to lie. I do have a good time with this guy.
I went to the gym because I had to for years and years and years, and I hated every minute of it. It's boring as hell, lifting weights. But I did it. But I don't do it anymore.
What do we
The
have?
only thing I do now is yoga. That's it. Because my joints are old.
DDP yoga?
Yeah.
See?
DDP yoga.
DDP yoga.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him to watch the documentary about the resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts.
Documentary's cool. Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with wrestling.
No, it doesn't actually. It just has wrestlers in it. Yeah, the documentary's good, and his actual yoga, DDP yoga, is actually really good too.
Yeah, even the crippled army vet.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either, but that's a fucking inspiring video too.
Is.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
it's
you,
good. It's I haven't done it for a while, and I hadn't done it for a while, and I did it the other day.
Do you have the videos?
And every time, the whole time, everything was cracking and popping, like shoulders and my hip and my back and everything. I had to stop because it started hurting.
Do you have the DVDs?
Yeah, Emily ordered the DVDs, and yeah.
I mean, how many are there?
There's a bunch. He has like, he has like 12 or 15 different exercises, like programs, or I guess you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all varying.
I may have to rip them from you.
Sure.
Because I lost my DVDs.
Yeah, it's really good.
Why are you looking at me like that for?
Like, what? What?
What are you going to watch this week?
What am I going to watch this week?
Yes.
I don't know.
You're going to watch The Resurrection of Jake the Snake.
Oh, am I?
And you're going to watch that thing with Killer Mike, Trigger Warning. And I would like a full fucking report next week.
Sure.
About fun, cool, you know.
This past week, it's so cold. I burned through all kinds of TV shows and movies. Titans.
That's excellent. It's time.
It's good. It's a good show. Finished Travelers.
That's a good show.
Yeah.
I'm starting to. I'm still watching SVU.
Watched a few movies.
Actually, I downloaded them. I didn't watch. Anyways, get the fuck out of my house.
I'm going because I'm going to the gym.
Okay, bye, guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye,
right.
guys. Peace, 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 peace.
All right.